Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Suspiria from 1977, and this movie is directed by, I don't know how to pronounce his first name, Dario Argento? I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be completely wrong. Don't judge me for the mispronunciation, I'm just terrible with pronouncing names. And I'm gonna skip talking about the plot because you probably just want to hear what I have to say about it. And I like certain ideas in it, but overall it's just kind of boring for me. And there's at least really good things about this movie that I like. And the things that I like about this movie are it's very colorful. It's one of the most colorful horror movies I've seen. It has a few creepy moments and one scene involving insects. I'm not going to specify, but there's one scene in the movie that involves insects in this movie, and I thought that scene was really good and very, very well executed. And I also liked how this movie concluded, and there are some cool effects in the movie, but there's also some pretty bad effects in the movie that don't look great. And I guess now I'm just getting into my negatives. The characters in this movie are kind of stupid. And when I was watching some of these scenes that were supposed to be suspenseful, I was just thinking to myself, you are probably the stupidest person that could be put into this scenario. And there are also some scenes that don't need to be in the movie, and characters that just don't really add anything to the film. And the only reason I could guess why they're in the movie is because they're trying to add more scenes that would be scary, but they just come across as filler to me. I did like the music, but the only problem I have with it is that it is heavily overused. Like, they use it way too many times, and sometimes it's used inappropriately, like when it's trying to build up tension and it just goes quiet for a while. The scene would have been much better if you had just had it quiet the entire time, because silence is the key to make something suspenseful. And this movie just didn't. It kind of knew how to do that, but it just couldn't help itself but use the music. There were also some editing choices that I found to be kind of weird. And when I say weird, as in, it's kind of something that I haven't really noticed in any other movie that I've seen. And it's when the scene is playing and it's transitioning into the next scene, and the music just gets cut off. And it's like silent for like 1 second, and then audio comes back into the movie again. And it was really weird, and I thought to myself, what was that? it just felt so awkward, and it was very distracting. I kind of want to make this clear when I'm talking about this movie, although I'm being fairly negative on it. I don't regret watching this movie, mainly because it's been on my watch list for a long time, and it wasn't a painful experience. There were a decent amount of scenes that I found to be kind of dull and boring. But at the same time, there's plenty of things in the movie that I think is really good. But with all that being said, Suspiria, it's a competent film. There are things to like about it, and I thought the opening scene was really well done. And I do think it is very colorful and nice to look at. There's things to like in it, but my biggest problem is that it's just really, really boring. And it's not something that I regret watching, but at the same time, I wish it was better. And I prefer the remake over this movie. But I'll talk about that later this month. I'll get into that later. But with all that being said, I'm going to give Suspiria, the original, 1977, a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Suspiria, the original, down below. And my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for the original Saw. I bought the 8-movie collection, and so I could watch all of these movies and review them. And I will be talking about all of them this month. And for the entirety of October, I'm going to be talking about nothing but horror movies, because that's my plan. 31 movies to talk about this month that are all horror movies. And I got a decent amount that I want to check out. Some of them I haven't even seen yet, like any of these Saw movies. It all includes Spiral along with these movies. I'm not going to review all 8 of these movies in a row. It'll be like a couple a week, just to keep them a little spread out, so I'm not just talking about the same thing over and over again, like day after day after day. So look forward to when I review all of these horror movies, because I'm very excited to talk about them. But until I get all of these videos up, thank you for watching and have a great day.